Hello and welcome to this episode of Coaster News. And I'm just going to point out that I know what you're thinking. This version of it looks better than last time, was because I've actually got a new setup for it where it's actually closer. The camera's actually closer to me, so you can actually see me more. Because last time it was like far away, and I was barely visible, and you can actually barely hear me. So this time it's better. And I'm just going to point out before I start. This is actually the last episode of Coaster News until 2022. I know that is just weird to think. I mean, and I'm going to explain this. It's because in 2 weeks' time, 2021, a virtual fire and light display will premiere on YouTube. And today will actually be the day that you will be able to set notifications for it, because it's going to be a premiere and it will appear on YouTube on my channel today after this video has been released. So until that's done, I won't be releasing any new videos except for the On Towers Christmas vlog, which is coming next week. So this will be the last episode of Coaster News until 2022. So let's get straight into it. So our top story tonight: Steel Taipan at Dreamworld in Australia has officially opened to the public. And I've not actually spoken a lot about this ride on this channel before, which I find very strange, because it's such a huge coaster. If you haven't heard of it, Steel Taipan is a new Mack launch coaster that opened in Dreamworld in Australia in this past week. I think it opened on Tuesday, and it's a clone of Bluefire at Europa Park, but there's some slight differences. There's two main differences. One is that it's actually technically a shuttle coaster. So on the first launch, it goes at a certain speed, but slower than normal, and it gets to a point where it is a high point on the track, and it goes back up into a twisted vertical spike, and then back down, and it goes at maximum speed all the way into the rest of the layout. So that's a big difference. And also, the back row on 1 out of 2 trains is a spinning car. That is just insane. It's a shuttle coaster and it's got a spinning car. That is actually the first Mack Rides launch coaster to have the new hybrid train prototype design. And I actually spoke about this other week about Enzo at Blackpool Pleasure Beach being a new spinning cars for Icon. I think that's going to be a hybrid train as well. So that's going to be really good. And obviously the first one is opened at Steel Taipan in Australia. And I've not heard much about it, but it must be amazing, because it's a one-of-a-kind new roller coaster. Spinning cars. I mean, this hybrid train, I personally think it could be better, because it only seats like 2 riders, so I think the capacity could be better. I think they could add. I mean, I think that Icon Enzo will pretty much be the same thing, but I don't think this will happen. But I hope they add 2 hybrid train cars on the back of the train on Icon. So yeah, Steel Taipan has officially opened at Dreamworld in Australia, and it looks insane. And it is actually world's first. It's just amazing. I hope to ride it one day. Although it's way in Australia, that's like a 24-hour flight away from here, so that's a long way away. But hopefully, if something like that comes to the UK, well, it kind of is anyway, with Enzo at Blackpool Pleasure Beach next season. So that's going to be amazing. And I can't wait for it. In other news today, Blackpool Pleasure Beach have actually revealed new details about the upcoming Valhalla refurbishment. And basically, if you haven't heard, since 2020, since the start of last year, Valhalla has actually been closed completely, not operating, for a massive reimagining, they're calling it. They're calling it a reimagining. It's basically making it more immersive, fixing some of the special effects on it, making it 10 times more immersive. And it was actually supposed to reopen this season, but it must be really good, and a lot of it, because they've delayed it until next season. So that's actually amazing. They've released a lot of different posters from it, and there's actually one that reveals a few new details about it, including some new special effects that they're adding, and it just looks insane. I can't wait to hopefully go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach next season to ride Valhalla. I mean, I've not been on Valhalla before, because I actually don't know why I am, but I think the last couple of times I've went, I've only been on like a certain amount of rides. I'm not actually sure why, but last time I went, the only roller coaster I went on was Icon. But this isn't about me, this is about Valhalla. That's reopening hopefully next season, and it looks to be absolutely insane. I mean, apparently it was amazing when it operated from the year 2000, which is obviously when the year it opened, to 2019, which is currently the last season it operated, and it's reopening next season. It just looks like it's going to be mind blowing. If anyone wants to ride Valhalla when it reopens next season, let me know in the comments below, because I personally really do want to ride it now. Blackpool Pleasure Beach has got a great lineup for next season. I mean, obviously they're not getting any new rides, but they're reimagining the experiences of rides with the Valhalla refurbishment, and them adding the spinning car onto Icon. So it looks to be a great year for Pleasure Beach. And also, Thorpe Park have confirmed, and they've actually revealed new details about their future plans for the next 5 to 10 years. They're including some new details about Project Exodus. They've confirmed that that's going to be a capacity of 1,000 riders per hour, which is kind of a standard capacity for roller coasters. They also revealed that the rumoured splashdown element on the ride is going to be like an artificial one, where it's going to have a trench dug underneath the ride. It's going to be more of an artificial splashdown, like on the likes of Shambhala at Portaventura. And they even revealed new details about Fright Nights in future years. They have said that they plan to focus on more indoor scare mazes, because apparently they're more immersive and more successful. Now, I can actually agree with this, because I've been in an indoor maze myself. I've been in Creepy Caves Resurgence at Chessington, and that was better than the other one I did, which was Platform 15. That was an outdoor maze. But I'm hoping they'll still do scare zones. But the main thing that they revealed on this video is that they've confirmed that they hope to remove Slammer, their standing but not operating flat ride, in 2022. Now, if you don't know what Slammer is, it's a flat ride. It's an SNS. I forgot what type of ride it is. But apparently it's the only one left. It's been standing but not operating since 2017, and it's basically those towers that you see outside of Black Mirror Labyrinth. That used to be a ride. In fact, Black Mirror Labyrinth even uses the old queue for Slammer. So apparently they intend to remove that by 2022, or during 2022. Because, and you might be thinking, what does that have to do with the new coaster? Well, it actually does, because apparently the new coaster they're building, it basically, in order to build the queue line and the pre-lift hill section for that, they have to demolish the building for Creek Freak Massacre, which is going to be very tragic for Fright Nights enthusiasts. Although they have said that they want to move Creek Freak Massacre to a different location. So early this week they confirmed that they want to demolish Slammer, and so I think they mean that they want to basically move Creek Freak Massacre to basically where Slammer is now. So at least Creek Freak Massacre might still have a future in Fright Nights. Oh, that's going to be a bit weird, because you've got next season you're probably going to have Creek Freak Massacre, which is supposed to be this abandoned sawmill full of crazy lumberjacks with chainsaws chasing you around. Oh, I can't wait to go in that next season. And then behind it, you've literally got Black Mirror Labyrinth, which is this digital dimensional maze thing that's with an artificial intelligence that's trying to delete you. So that's going to be a bit weird, but at least Creek Freak Massacre is still hopefully going to be at Fright Nights in coming years. And finally, for the news in this video today, Drayton Manor has actually started teasing a possible new attraction for probably 2022. I have no idea. I mean, this only started like today, I think it were. They revealed a short video. There's not a lot of details in it. It's but I think it might be for a new attraction, because basically since 2017 or 18, I think it were, the park has not, up until last season, the park has not really been that good. It's been on the decline ever since the accident on the Rapids ride, which was really not good for the park at all. It wasn't good for anyone. But since then, since basically the start of this season, they've actually been getting back in the game again. They've invested in some new rides. They've basically rethemed a whole new area called Adventure Cove, which is where Shockwave is. They've actually rebranded Shockwave Stormforce 10, which is their water ride, another water ride they had. They've actually reopened the Rapids ride with new safety measures, They've even introduced a new ride called Wave Swing, which is basically a swinging chair ride. I don't even know what they're called, but it's basically like monkey swingers at Chestington. And now they're even teasing a possible new attraction for, I don't know, probably next year. I mean, there's not really much details about it, but if they're teasing something like this, it's probably going to be a new attraction in probably next year. I mean, this is great because it just shows that Drayton Manor are wanting to invest again. I mean, last season they actually got bought out by the Looping Group, which is the same company that owns the likes of Pleasurewood Hills and things like that. And they've said that they want to make Drayton Manor their flagship park. So that is good because it means they're going to invest in more stuff. And I can't wait to go to Drayton Manor one day. That's going to be really great. Obviously it's great. It's good for them because they're coming back from the struggle that they've had for the past couple of years, and obviously last season during lockdown I think they were flooded, and then I think it was during close season early this year that they had a fire. But they've started investing in things again, and they're getting the money back in, which is good. I mean, the pandemic obviously hasn't helped, but they're getting the money back in, and it's great. And I can't wait to see what they add for possibly next season. So yeah, that is it for the coaster news updates today. This is actually going to be the last one until 2022. The next one will be on Friday the 7th of January 2022. So stay tuned for that. Obviously in 2 weeks time from now, I will be premiering the 2021 Fire and Light display. Obviously after this video is uploaded, the video, the actual show will be available for notifications on YouTube. So this is actually the last video I'm going to be uploading for a few weeks, apart from that Alton Towers Christmas vlog, which is coming next week. So stay tuned for that. I want to thank you all very much for watching this video, and if you enjoy it, please make sure to like and subscribe. Comment if you'd like to see in the next video. Bye!